Hello everyone, and welcome to My Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Chad and Stephanie authoritatively separate. At Paulina and Chanel's penthouse. Chanel was frightened to get back, find Paulina still in her robe around midday. Paulina declined Chanel's invitation to go Christmas shopping with her. Chanel was assured by Paulina that nothing to be concerned about. After Chanel left, Paulina owned up to herself that she was experiencing issues gulping. Paulina said that she was too occupied to ever be wiped out. Gracious, come on, young lady, take care of business, Paulina said. In Horton Town Square, Chanel and Alex consented to go along with each other for espresso and to get up to speed. Chanel let Alex know that she and Johnny were back together, and she said that she actually cherished Johnny. Alex referenced Ali, and he said that he genuinely regretted his job and how things had prompted Ali leaving town a year sooner. Chanel and Alex conceded that occasionally things weren't intended to be. At Steve and Kayla's penthouse. As Stephanie opened the door to Chad, he informed Stephanie that it was time for an official breakup. Stephanie was still recovering from her hangover. Chad said that Stephanie was prepared for even more a responsibility rather than he could give. Chad added he felt no alleviation in finishing things with Stephanie, and he said he trusted that things would change in time. Stephanie consented to permit Chad to keep the loft to not remove Thomas and Charlotte. Harris called Stephanie and asked if she wanted to talk when she answered her phone. Shortly thereafter, Stephanie agreed to meet Harris in the park. Chad thanked Stephanie for her help with Thomas and Charlotte and told her to take care of herself as he prepared to leave. Stephanie cried as she thanked Chad for letting Thomas and Charlotte into her life and said that Chad had meant a lot to her. Chad said that Stephanie was a wonderful individual, and he promised to cherish the recollections of the great times they had together. Chad and Stephanie had tears in their eyes as Chad left. A while later, the two of them started to wail. Stephanie then made her way to the park to meet Harris. Stephanie stated that she had no idea how she got into Harris' bed the night before. Stephanie was feeling quite a bit better when Harris uncovered that nothing sexual had occurred between them. Stephanie inquired as to whether Harris was sure. 1000%. I wouldn't tell you a lie about that, Harris insisted. At the point when Stephanie requested that Harris stay quiet. About the earlier evening, Harris said that he must be straightforward with Ava. Stephanie gestured that she would prefer a mafia princess not realize that she had made out with Ava's Bayou. Harris stated that he believed in complete transparency in a relationship and that he would explain the circumstances. Stephanie said Harris was a nice person and that she respected his decision to tell Ava the truth. Harris advised Stephanie to deal with herself. Stephanie left after wishing Harris success with Ava. A while later, Harris called Ava to say that they expected to talk. Chad told Paulina that he and Stephanie had broken up back at Chanel and Paulina's penthouse. Paulina urged Chad not to surrender, but rather Chad said that his and Stephanie's parted was both individual and expert, and he noticed that he had likewise cut off his functioning friendship with Chiara. When Paulina said that Chad made her laugh, she chuckled. Chad said that Paulina had his heart and that anybody in Paulina's circle was a fortunate individual. Paulina gave Chad an endowment of shading books for Thomas and Charlotte for Christmas. Paulina said that Thomas and Charlotte were fortunate to have Chad as their father, and Chad thanked her. Chad exclaimed, "Is it time to accept that I will never be able to get over Abigail?" Before speaking, Paulina energetically hit Chad with a magazine and she advised him to pay attention to her. "Honey, I'm aware that you have been through hell and that the agony of losing your wife so suddenly and tragically will never completely pass. Our lives are not meant to be lived alone." Paulina suggested now you need someone to love you and for someone to love you. Paulina added that she was aware of what Chad was going through and that she had not been able to fully experience love again until she met Abe. Chad expressed gratitude toward Paulina for her viewpoint. However, he said that he would maintain his attention on being the best dad he could be. When Chanel got home after Chad had left, she found Paulina unconscious on the couch. "What's more, you said nothing remained to be stressed over," Chanel worriedly shared with herself. Stephanie ran into Alex once more in the Horton Town Square area. Just as Chad approached, Alex joked that he was running into everyone he knew. AJ delicately attempted to explain to Nicole that Jude needed to return to Eric and Sloane in the cellar of the DiMera mansion. Nicole asked AJ to use his power, wealth, and resources to help her and AJ plan a new life outside of Salem. Nicole initially resisted. AJ said that Nicole realized that taking the child wasn't correct. AJ persuaded Nicole to return the child to Eric and Sloane. A brief time later, at the Salem police headquarters, Nicole gave the child to Sloane. EJ inquired if anyone could speak privately. Nicole joined Rafe in the cross-examination room close by. Rafe asked Nicole what had occurred. Rafe was astounded at Nicole's genuineness when she conceded that she had taken Jude. Rafe asked Nicole why she had taken Jude. Nicole replied that Sloane didn't deserve the child and that Sloane had previously abandoned Jude for a brief moment in Horton Town Square. When Nicole said that it had felt like the right things to do, EJ sighed. Sloane told Eric that she was tired and wanted to go home with Jude back in the police station lobby. Before they could leave, Rafe drew closer, and he said that Eric and Sloane expected to hear what Nicole had done. I didn't track down the child. I took him. Nicole confessed to Eric and Sloane, who shrieked at Nicole. Nicole said that she had let completely go when she'd seen Jude alone. Sloane exclaimed, "I want Nicole to be tried. I need her in jail, and in the event that you won't get that going, DA, Demira, I will call the state head legal officer," Sloane said. Subsequent to leaving the cross-examination room, Eric attempted to convince Sloane not to squeeze charges against Nicole. Eric contemplated that Nicole could have forestalled another person from taking Jude. And he said that he and Sloane ought to be thankful that Jude had been brought protected back. Eric added that pardoning prompted harmony. Back in the cross-examination room, EJ held Nicole near him. That's what Rafe said, given the conditions. He had no real option except to capture Nicole. Nicole argued that she had just been trying to protect Jude when she returned Jude. AJ complained, "Rafe, you know exactly what Nicole has been through recently." Rafe stated that he was aware of the situation, but that it was still a kidnapping. When Sloane and Eric came back, Rafe was ready to arrest Nicole. "That won't be important. I asked Nicole to look after children. I was drained. I failed to remember I had. However, indeed, I allowed her to take the child." To everyone's surprise, Sloane stated there is no crime here. Rafe said that Nicole required help. Nicole said she would get help. Nicole exhaled as Eric, Sloane, and Rafe left the room. Minutes after the fact, AJ passed on the space to ensure that Nicole was allowed to leave. Subsequently, Sloane slipped once more into the cross-examination space to face Nicole. "Listen to what I have to say." Sloane stated, "I swear to God that if you ever come near my child again, I will make your life a living hell in ways that you cannot even imagine." Nicole sighed as she closed her eyes. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.